Greetings and salutations. This is the Untitled Joshcast, episode number 34. My name is Josh Gershman. I am joined, as always, by my co-host and co-Josh, Josh Hammond.
Hello. I have a lot of nerves about this one.
Nerves are okay. We're going to dispense with the usual intro, and that's because we are doing this as a video and an audio episode. Or I guess I should have said an audio and a video episode, since our episodes are usually audio only. You can find a recording of this on our YouTube channel, which I can't give you a fun link for because we have one subscriber and it's me. So we're not quite up to youtube.com/UntitledJoshcast.
I feel like we shouldn't necessarily include that part.
I'm not going to lie to you. I didn't even know we had a YouTube channel.
So you can find this on our YouTube channel, which you can either go to YouTube and search for Untitled Joshcast and you'll find it. Or it'll be linked on our assorted social medias, Twitter and Instagram, both at JoshcastPod, and you can find the video to this. Or you can just stay here and listen to the audio as we do the Joshcast Trivia Challenge Round 2, which is in a Jeopardy format. If you're watching this on screen, on video, you'll see a game board that you are used to. This is from JeopardyLabs.com, which is a cool site that has all of this stuff, pre-made quizzes, and ones that you can do yourself. Lucy, who you see here on the screen, will be our quiz master today, and we'll be running the show. And so for our first round, this is just general trivia, including, you said, some "Are you smarter than a fifth grader" style questions, right?
Well, everything is worded to be like a Jeopardy game show, but the questions themselves may have been pulled from "Are you smarter than a fifth grader" styled things.
Totally fine.
Because Jeopardy is, depending on what level you find, the questions are all over the place. I tried pulling from some Jeopardy Labs games themselves, but it doesn't tell you who makes any of them, and it doesn't let you go through them in order by date. So some of them were from like 2015 and some are from 2020. So I just tried pulling ones that I thought were good, some maybe general knowledge and some maybe not so general knowledge.
Okay. All right. Well, we're ready to get started here. By virtue of the coin toss, cool. Hamcat's going first. So the board is, I should mention, is that because we don't have buzzers, we're just going to go back and forth. If one of us gets the question wrong, the other will have a chance to steal. But whoever chooses the question gets first shot at the answer, in lieu of a buzzer type system. So, by virtue of a coin toss, Hamcat's going first. So the board is yours, sir.
The coin toss is the only thing I'm going to win in this. How strict are we being? Do I have to say what is or who is or?
No,
okay,
there's fine.
Discrepancy.
It's probably fine. I might answer in the Jeopardy format just because I'm a nerd, but it's fine.
That's what I was gonna say. I think it would be ideal to answer it in that format, but I think if you don't do it in the format, you're not gonna not get it correct.
Got it. And we're both nerds, to be fair. I brought a tiny version of myself as a good luck charm.
That's true.
So we're both hanging in there in the nerd department.
Okay.
Plus Bo Jackson.
Bo knows.
Because we have Bo Jackson, I feel like we should obviously start with physical education for 100.
Nice.
Okay. In basketball, this occurs when there is body contact between players.
That's a foul.
Technically, it's a technical foul, but I will give it to you.
No.
It's a foul. It's It's fine.
Technical being as that is the answer that came up with this.
A technical foul is when you yell at the ref or something.
I can take umbrage with whoever created this quiz, I believe the answer was a personal foul. Technical foul is definitely something else. Either way,
there we go.
100 points to Josh.
I will say, we're starting this off great. I did double research some of these. But some of the sports ones, I was like, well, actually, it's not true. A lot of the sports ones I double checked because I was like, out of all people who would be doing this, I need to make sure that these are not wrong. But I did not start with the 100 questions, clearly.
That's okay.
Well, I don't think that's your
do we
fault.
want my additional question here? Do we want to go back and forth where because he's already answered it, is now your turn? Or are we
Yeah.
going with like Jeopardy standards of he got it right, he goes again?
No, he can go now. We'll just go back and
Yeah,
forth.
let's go back and forth. Again, if
Okay.
we had a buzzer,
Okay.
then we could keep that because
Yeah,
then there's a
okay.
chance.
Yeah, because honest to God, what will happen is Gersh will get one right and then run the board, and I will have 100 points.
Okay.
Let's go with astronomy for 100, please.
A chunk of rock that burns in the atmosphere is known as this.
What is a meteor?
That would be correct.
All right, on the board.
Hamcat?
I guess let's go with literature for 100.
This famous playwright added over 1,600 words and phrases to the English language.
William Shakespeare.
That would be correct.
All right, let's keep going with the 100. Let's do history for 100.
The Constitutional Convention took place in this historical city.
What is Philadelphia, Pennsylvania?
Correct.
This is where my bus stop was.
The city of my birth as well. Well,
Yeah,
we're in Norristown, but it's basically Philly.
I would literally get off the bus and turn to my right, and Constitution Hall was right there.
Nice.
I used to cry in Philadelphia because when I was little, I didn't want to leave whenever we would go to visit. And my parents would have to essentially drag me away because I would sit on the floor and cry.
That is the
Yeah.
most precious and patriotic thing I've ever heard.
That's how I felt every time I had to go work in New York. Geography for 100.
This is the largest country in South America.
Oh, I'm definitely not getting this right.
I also don't think I double checked this one, so we're going to hope that it's correct.
It's fine.
See, now I'm having test anxiety, and now I don't know that I can even name a country in South America.
That's how I felt when I listened to you guys do it the first time around. It's like, I wouldn't be able to do this.
I'm going to just politely pass.
Okay.
Okay.
What is Brazil?
Correct.
Nice.
See, I psyched myself out and thought that Brazil was in Central America.
Yeah. I feel like that would also be a me move.
Let's go back to astronomy, please, for 200.
The rings around Saturn are made of this.
Oh, that's a good question.
Thank you. I made this one up.
Oh, man.
At least I think I did.
Aren't the ring? They're made up of just like space dust. What is space dust?
So I will give it to you because the answer is ice. However, if you look it up, it does say ice and space dust.
Okay.
So you do get it.
Well, because I was thinking about.
There are some.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I would have gotten that one wrong. I would have said
There are
meteors.
a few. There are a few. I think I made note for myself where if it is more than one answer or if it's a specific location, I'm like it could be either or. I just forgot to add it into the actual board for this one.
I was thinking about the book Seven Eves by Neil Stephenson. I don't know if you've read that, but it starts off with the moon exploding, and it breaks into like these giant chunks. And what happens? Like the future? What they say is that eventually these chunks, some of them will break up, and like they will end up as these beautiful rings around the Earth because it's just dust that is accumulated. So that's where I was thinking about space dust.
Got it. I did initially add in some harder questions to this. I spent quite a bit of time on NASA's website yesterday, but I decided to remove those because they required very accurate numbers, and I didn't think that was fair, so I removed them.
Okay.
42. The answer is 42. Physical education for 500.
Ooh, big money.
500. This is a number of stitches on a baseball.
Shit. Um, is it 142?
That is incorrect.
No.
Okay,
Yeah,
Is it-
you're doing the same thing I'm doing. You're trying to quote Bull Durham and you can't think of it.
is it 64?
That
doesn't
is
sound like
also
enough.
incorrect. The answer is 108.
108.
I fact checked that one many times to double check.
All right. Well,
Should have just called Susan Sarandon. She knows.
she would have known. Wait, so now we both lost $500 or 500 points.
That's true.
I should have remembered that
I
to not just...
forgot I could go into the negative.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I technically then Hamcat would have lower because of the other one that we skipped.
no,
he passed on
it. So that one was fine.
Okay.
Okay. We'll move
Correct.
on.
Okay.
Moving
You're
on.
right. Yes.
Let's do literature for 300.
This novel by Lewis Carroll was based on a real 10-year-old girl.
What is Through the Looking Glass?
That is correct. It's Alice in Wonderland,
Okay.
which
Yeah.
counts.
Okay.
Hamcat.
Physical education for 300?
This is the regulation height for a basketball hoop.
It's 10 feet.
That is correct.
Nice.
Unlike the basketball
Unless
hoop
you're
that is
playing
in,
Fortnite. Yeah.
yes, that is 60 feet.
Let's stick with literature for 400, please.
Samuel Clemens is the pseudonym of this famous American author.
Who is Mark Twain?
Correct.
Nice.
Actually, somewhere back there, have a copy of Huckleberry Finn that says Huckleberry Finn, Samuel Clemens.
Oh, that's neat.
It's pretty cool.
Mark Twain is in a great episode of Star Trek: The Next Generation, by the way. Just putting that out there.
He's a clever man.
Yeah.
He is.
Literature for 500?
You sound so scared. The original title of this book was Offred. You should know this.
Well, I don't.
You 100%. You're going to be so mad when you get this wrong then.
I'm going to pass.
What is The Handmaid's Tale?
Damn it. I
That'd be
did know
correct.
that.
Uh-huh.
I am mad.
I think we're pretty good with the honor system, but Lucy, we also need to get you a buzzer. You know, for the like a timer buzzer.
I agree, but it's okay.
It's fine. Let's finish out literature for 200, please.
Sure. He lived at 221B Baker Street, London.
Who is Sherlock Holmes?
Bleh.
Correct.
All right, physical education for 400.
This muscle helps you lift things over your head.
I would assume all of them do. This question is wild.
It's a particular muscle that does this.
I don't know the answer. I'm going to pass.
Pass.
Rather than lose money by yelling back.
Deltoid. Okay.
It's
Yeah,
a
I didn't know
deltoid.
that. Let's do astronomy for 300, please.
This group is made up of Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune, and Uranus.
What are the gas
It is
giants?
Incorrect. It is a name of planets, of a group of planets. I don't know how else to.
No, but
put that.
that's the right answer. They're all gas
That's-
planets.
It's not the answer in this case.
Fine. What's the answer?
Well, Hamcat, do you want to try it
Oh,
or
yeah,
no?
sorry.
Because I also would have said gas giants. I'm passing.
Jovian planets.
Okay.
That was what that was for.
That's fine.
I'm more than happy to
Totally
double
fine.
check and correct it.
Totally fine.
I feel like this kind of works like in Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune standards. After games, if they realize it's incorrect, they do give points back.
All right. According to Wikipedia, only Jupiter and Saturn are classified as gas giants. Uranus and Neptune are a separate class of heavy volatile planets. They're called ice giants,
Okay.
Uranus and Neptune. So I will accept that I was wrong. I'm not happy about it, but I accept.
And none of them should complain because they could kick you right out like Pluto.
Yeah.
Physical education for 200.
This is the position when a player in baseball stands between second and third base.
That's a shortstop.
Correct.
We're about halfway through this board here, if you're not following along in the video version. It's 1100 me to 200 Hamcat. If anyone's
Which
wondering.
is what usually happens.
Let's go with astronomy for 400. I'll try and redeem myself.
I will say that if it wasn't for the negative points, you would have been okay.
It's fine.
Maybe. Who knows? He was the first human in space 20 years before the launch of the first shuttle mission.
Oh. I can't remember his name. I gotta pass.
Hamcat, would you like to steal?
No, because all I can think about is the monkey. No, I'm passing.
All right, this is my guess as you bring up the answer. I was gonna say Grigorin. That would have been wrong. Gagarin, that was his name. Okay.
Well, and you didn't lose points by not guessing, so.
Let's do history for 200.
This founding father is considered to be the father of the Constitution.
Thomas Jefferson?
Incorrect.
No. Goodbye, money.
That would have been my guess too. I gotta pass. Probably gonna hit myself.
Can I guess again? Is it
can...
Benjamin Franklin?
Nope. I'm not going to remove points for that.
Is it Christopher Lloyd?
James Madison.
It was James Madison.
Okay. All right.
James Madison is the father of those little tiny cookies and cakes from Dolly Madison. That's what James Madison is, the goddamn founding father of.
Yes. Yes. Okay, let's go with astronomy for 500, please.
This is the closest galaxy to the Milky Way.
Okay. What is the Andromeda Galaxy?
That is correct.
Yes! Nailed it.
History for
Hamcat.
300.
You sound so scared. This former U.S. president was the first American to win the Nobel Peace Prize.
I really have no clue. Let's go for broke and go with John F. Kennedy.
Incorrect.
Not Richard Nixon.
I'm going to pass, but I have passed. No points here. Pretty sure Barack Obama won the Nobel Peace Prize, but it doesn't. The question is worded in such a way where it's not clear whether the president in question was president at the time when he won the Nobel Peace Prize, or whether he was already a former president when he won the Nobel Peace Prize.
I knew that he had. I just didn't assume that he was the first.
I was going to say, it's the first American. To which the answer is Theodore Roosevelt.
How about that? All right, let's
Thought it was an interesting one.
Speak softly and carry a big stick guy won the Nobel Peace Prize?
Apparently. Look, it was a different world back then, okay? It was a different time. History for 400, please.
In 1803, the U.S. purchased the Louisiana Territory from this European country.
What is France?
That is correct. I'm really glad that I'm hosting and not playing this because I would totally get this wrong. Whoops, I clicked that twice.
108.
We've already got that one. Thank you.
Let's lose $500 more and go with history.
During the Second Virginia Convention, his speech included this line, "Give me liberty or give me death."
Oh my God, I should know this.
I didn't know this.
It's not, but I'm going with George Washington.
No,
It wasn't George Washington. I'm gonna pass because I can't remember the guy's name. Was it Thomas something?
Nope.
Okay.
It was Patrick Henry.
Yeah, that's not who I was thinking of. Okay. 4 categories left, all in geography, or 4 questions left in geography. Let's go with geography for 200, please.
This continent is known for having the most languages.
Oh. Huh. I'm going to have to guess here. What is Africa?
That is incorrect.
Okay.
Hamcat, would you like to steal?
Is it Asia?
That is correct.
Yeah. I figured it was one of the two. Okay.
I guess geography for 300.
This country produces the most chocolate in the world.
Germany?
Incorrect.
I am going to pass because I don't know the answer.
Switzerland?
Damn it!
Oh, you should have gone with Switzerland first. Switzerland was the answer.
I talked myself out of Switzerland because I thought Germans made more chocolate.
That was a good guess. It was a good guess.
It was.
All right, geography for 400, please.
This city has the largest population at 37 million.
In the world?
Yes.
Crap.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Yes, in the world.
All right. There's a couple that I'm thinking of. And I know I can't lose, so I'm just going to guess. What is Mexico City?
Incorrect.
Okay.
I mean, I'm already in debt, so we might as well say Tokyo.
That would be correct.
Oh, wow. The last question
also,
is yours.
what?
Oh, yes.
What I was thinking as far as points goes is accumulating the points from this round and the second round total.
Okay. So I preemptively said I could lose, which means I have just doomed myself, which is fine. That's what I get.
I mean, we could keep it as is.
You have, sir.
No. I think you're right. I think you're right on the points.
Okay, geography 500. 10% of this country's total land is covered by either cooled lava beds or glaciers.
Whose question is this?
It's yours.
This would be yours.
I don't want it. Send it back. I'm going to pass and then be mad.
I think I know the answer. What is Iceland?
That is correct.
Yes. All right. At the end of round 1 here, it's 1900 to negative 500. Let us bring up the second game board.
I totally called this. Fuck you, Craig.
And Craig failed right in time.
Everyone settle down. Everybody settle down. Craig is our Discord bot who apparently doesn't want to play today. That's fine. We don't need him. We are recording this elsewhere.
Craig was in second place.
While you're bringing up the board, I will adjust our little camera screen here because now it got all messed up. Hang on.
I feel like you guys will appreciate the way that this next one is, and there's at least one question for both of you from your favorite things.
Cool. Okay. Can you put in our scores already? I wonder.
Names.
No.
It would be difficult because the only way to adjust. Hold on, maybe.
Let's find out. Okay, that's me.
See what it starts with. Oh yeah, I can. So it starts at 100. Was it negative 500?
Rub it in.
It's fine.
Sorry.
All right. So this is round 2 here is pop culture questions. Oh, you know what I realized? We never read off the names of the categories. So the names of the categories here: games and films, quote me, aliens and droids, sports, and 80s automobiles. Those are our 5 questions. I don't think, at least not in my poking around, that Jeopardy Labs will let you double all the scores. So like you could do your own Jeopardy and then double Jeopardy. But that's okay.
You could, because basically the way that what I've learned from playing around with it is once you click on whichever one it is, so if you clicked on 200 and you exited out of it, when you try to adjust it, it will then only go up by 200 until you click on a different amount.
So you technically could do it twice.
Yes, which is why I was unsure if I could actually adjust it, but because it's a new game, it starts at 100, which is why I could adjust it however I wanted.
Let's keep it as is. Once we do
cool.
this, I want to do this with us in the podcast on a much bigger scale, and then we can do like Jeopardy and double Jeopardy rules.
Yeah. Okay. Do we want to, since Hamcat went last time, do we want to start with Gersh?
Well, I think to borrow from Jeopardy rules, I think whoever has the least amount of money goes first in double Jeopardy.
That works. Are we doing double Jeopardy?
Well, not really. I was just for the
It just means round 2.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Sports
Sorry,
for
brain
500.
is working slow today.
Oh,
which one?
Start
Sports
with big money.
for 500. Well, I've got a debt to crawl out of, Gersh.
He is the only athlete to hit an MLB home run and score an NFL touchdown in the same week.
Deion Sanders.
That is correct.
Nice. Well done.
Thank you.
I would like games and films for 100, please.
Somebody needs to apologize to Bo Jackson, though, for there being a Deion Sanders question.
Yeah, that was harsh.
I'm sorry. I made these questions. I pulled from at least 1 or 2 other quizzes, but for the majority of these, I kind of had to make them. This action horror game first got a movie adaptation in 2002 and has received 4 more since. It helped popularize the zombie survival genre.
What is Resident Evil?
That is correct.
I got really excited because it said horror, and I was like, Gersh is out. And then it said video game, and I was like, damn it, Gersh is back in.
Well, the correlation for games and films... The correlation for games and films is that they're literally tied together.
Oh, okay.
It is not one or the other.
Games and films for 500.
This horror game became a movie in 2006 revolving around a disappearing child in a mysterious town.
Silent Hill.
That is correct.
I have been to the Silent Hill town.
Cool.
I would like games and films for 400, please.
This Japanese RPG franchise first got a TV show in 1997 and has made more than 16 movies based off the growing franchise. Its TV show helped popularize its most recognizable icon, a yellow rodent.
This is a 400. This is a 400-point question.
I didn't make this category. This category I took.
1,000 points. A small man with a red hat who is a plumber.
It is your choice.
80s automobiles for 100.
Required 1.21 gigawatts to fuels this classic. Wait, does this actually make sense?
No.
The
gigawatts to
grammar is a
fuels
little
this classic
questionable.
80s icon.
Am I saying the movie or the car?
The car.
Okay, the car is the DeLorean.
I knew when I added this in that it probably didn't make sense.
It's fine.
Also, gigawatts, and I said gigawatts.
All right. Moving on.
We're doing great.
I would like games and films for 300, please.
Sure. This 1993 live-action movie was considered a critical and financial failure, despite the iconic status and legendary popularity of the video games which it was based on.
93.
This probably should have been a 400 question instead, but
Yeah, this is definitely harder than Pokemon.
listen,
It's not your fault.
I was rushing to get it done on time.
It's fine.
It is definitely not your fault.
Is this the Super Mario Brothers movie?
Yes, it is.
That's
Yes,
what
it
I
is.
was going to guess, too.
Nice.
Games and films for 200. Not that I have another option.
This action franchise reached into Hollywood in 2001 with Angelina Jolie starring as the star.
Yeah, this is Tomb Raider.
Correct.
Okay. Let's go with quote me for 300.
Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it. These are movie quotes. You have to guess the movie.
The movie, not the person who said it.
Correct.
The movie is What is Ferris Bueller's Day Off?
Also correct.
All right, so quote me for 500.
Sometimes I wish I had never met you because then I could go to sleep at night not knowing there was someone like you out there.
Good Will Hunting.
That is correct.
Quote me for 400, please.
It's not a man purse. It's called a satchel. Indiana Jones wears one.
Okay, I think I know the
I
answer.
was going to make this one harder, but I thought it was so great that I had to add it in.
All right, I'm going to guess. Is it I Love You, Man?
That is incorrect.
Oh, I thought that was... I can't remember what that's from.
I think I know, but I'm not going to guess because it's very important that I not lose any more money to catch up. So I'm passing.
What would your guess have been?
I feel like it is in The 40-Year-Old Virgin, but I might be wrong.
Nope, that would also have been wrong. It's The Hangover.
Okay.
Hangover. Okay. I accept.
Sports for 400.
This team has the most all-time wins in college basketball.
That would be the Connecticut Huskies. UConn.
Incorrect.
Huh.
We could even just go by state if you don't know the actual team name. Pass?
Did you pass? It's Tennessee then.
Nope. It's Kentucky.
Huh. I think.
Oh my God. I read this as women's basketball. I'm a fucking idiot.
Well, that's what I think. Like, this question could have used clarification, men or women, because I think it was women. I'm pretty sure UConn's the answer.
Me too.
Okay.
Hold on. Then let me double check this. Because in that case, we could alter points.
It's fine. We can move on.
I'm looking it up. Hold, please. I know this isn't very entertaining for the viewer, but this is what we do during the podcast.
It's fine. As we are about halfway through round 2 here, it's 2,600 to 900. Hamcat is on the board in the black, which is very, very good to see. But I expect a tough round here in round 2.
Hamcat, what was your first answer?
He said
UConn.
Connecticut.
Oh no, so that's still wrong.
Okay.
It would have been Tennessee.
Interesting.
Yeah, as soon as I said it, I thought Pat Summitt probably had more wins than UConn.
All right.
I don't remember if I deducted points
You did.
correctly. Okay.
Okay, moving on.
Cool.
Let's
Then
go
in that case,
with
yes.
Aliens and Droids for 300.
Okay. Hershey agreed to spend $1 million promoting this movie, which featured product placement of Reese's Pieces, leading to a 65% jump in profits 2 weeks after the movie's premiere.
What is E.T.?
That's correct.
When I was in first grade, many, many, many years ago, my best friend in the world's initials were E.T., and I thought that was the coolest thing ever. That's my story about 6-year-old me.
I want to do aliens and droids, but I also would like to talk about how a similar product placement happened in Back to the Future with California raisins,
Yes.
and stock in California raisins did not go up. No fun came.
Well, was there also a discussion about that? Because with Reese's Pieces, it was that Hershey's took it after somebody else had initially passed.
No, I don't know.
I feel like that would make for a really cool story if there was.
I just know they
Or
paid
an even
a shit
cooler
ton of
story.
money and it did nothing.
That's disappointing.
And DeLorean.
Oh, I will say,
nothing.
unlike games and films, which the two were connected, aliens and droids means that at least one of them will be either an alien question or a droid question.
Understood.
It is not both.
The DeLorean Motor Company had different problems.
Yes. Well, but also they totally screwed them. Like, they didn't pay rights for the use of the image of the DeLorean for well, I'm not sure they still do. Like, it's insane.
All right, moving on.
Let's do 500.
For
aliens and droids.
Oh, okay. The creature from this movie had a theater in the rounds attraction located in Tomorrowland of Walt Disney World's Magic Kingdom, which frightened its last tourist in 2003.
Huh.
I put this one in on purpose to see if I could get you guys to figure it out.
Well, you are the reigning
because this movie,
Disney trivia.
This ride terrified me as a child.
I would expect nothing less from you than Disney trivia.
I have no idea.
I also have no idea.
The answer is Alien.
I did not know there was an alien ride of any kind.
Yes. So your fun fact trivia there is that it was a ride in which you sat in. There's a thing in the middle. It looks like a capsule almost, where the alien was in, and all of the seats is in a theater roundabout. And there is in the actual seats, you could hear noises. It was very close to you because there were speakers, and they would have like smoke and all these other things happening. And the lights go off in it. There are videos on YouTube that show you the entire thing. They removed the ride in 2003 and switched it with Stitch, but they essentially left the entire ride exactly the same. It was still kind of terrifying for kids because it was still in the dark and it was still creepy. And that one they also then removed. But
wild.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's do quote me for 200.
It's my question, sir.
Well, then do quote me for 200.
I would like aliens and droids for 400, please.
He ridicules poor quality B to Z movies alongside Tom Servo.
Oh my god.
I told you there was questions for both of you in this.
I can't remember his name. I'm sorry, I have to pass.
Crow.
Crow T-Robot.
Well done.
I have to watch that tonight now.
On my TV today, when I turned it on, there is a section that says free channels, and one of them was Mystery Science Theater, and I was like, oh,
nice.
One of the nerdiest things I've ever done in my life is when I went to Minnesota to hang out with Isabella while she was in college. I went on campus and explored until I found the studio that the original Mystery Science Theater was shot in, because it started as like a bullshit like on campus free studio. What's the free like public broadcast television thing?
Mm-hmm.
And then it went on to be like this cult thing, but it just started in this bullshit room on campus in Minnesota. And she was like, "What are you looking for? What is wrong with you? How could you care about this?" And I was like, "Yeah." Quote me for 200.
I never really understood it, to be honest, so it's fine. Quote me for 200.
Yes.
Carpe diem. Seize the day, boys. Make your lives extraordinary.
Dead Poet Society.
Correct.
Well done.
I also like that this entire category is just Robin Williams.
What? Wait, was
It
it?
was not intentional.
No,
Oh,
it's
there
just
were
been
two.
It was Good Will Hunting.
Okay,
it's just been the ones I've picked.
fair. I would like sports for 300, please.
This legendary baseball player reportedly once ate 12 hot dogs and drank 8 bottles of soda between the two games in a doubleheader.
Oh God. I think I know the answer.
They also then had to rush him to the hospital for this.
I'm hesitant here because if it was a different food item, if this was a question, all right, if this was a question about fried chicken, then I would definitely know the answer. But I'm not sure this is the same person. So I'm going to just guess and say, who is Wade Boggs?
That is incorrect.
Dang.
Babe Ruth did this.
That is correct.
Wow. Did not know that. You were with me on the fried chicken though, right? Tell me I'm not
Yes.
crazy. Okay.
Yes. Wade Boggs is the person that had the chicken in the dugout, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy talk. Let's do quote me for 100.
You'll shoot your eye out.
That's A Christmas Story.
Nice.
One of the most entertaining places I've ever been in my entire life is when I visited the Christmas Story house in Cleveland. It's so fun.
That's cool. Let's do.
I have the ornament for it on my
do you
desk.
really?
Oh, you had to help me out with
For
something
me.
that day.
Let's do 80s automobiles for 300, please.
This gang of crime-solving friends drive this car on their adventures with their talkative pup. The question is worded kind of weird. It should say the gang of crime-solving friends.
Well, it's the mystery mobile. It's the Scooby-Doo gang, and the mystery mobile is the
Yes.
vehicle in
The
question.
mystery
Okay.
machine.
Mystery machine. Okay, close enough.
Yes.
Let's do this.
I was trying to take mystery out of describing who the friends were.
Yeah.
Because every time you look it up, it's mystery solving.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Let's do 80s automobiles for 500.
The driver of this classic car from the 80s was catapulted to German pop stardom. You can choose to name both the car and the show, or either one.
I'm pretty sure the car was Kit. I'm pretty sure the show was Knight Rider, and I'm pretty sure the person was David Hasselhoff.
3 for 3.
That is correct. I can only give you the 2, but that is correct.
That's fine.
All right, we have quite
Look
a
at that
close
score.
now. All right, let's go with it's 2,900 to 2,400 with 5 questions left. Let's do 80s automobiles for 400. 6 questions?
This is now 5. This
Yeah,
will make
you're
it down to 5 after this. For 400, this car was refurbished to catch ghosts from its original intent from the movie Ghostbusters.
Ecto 1. What is Ecto 1?
Well, what type of car? Not like the name of the car. What type of car was it?
I take issue with your clarification of this question.
Fine, I'll give it to you. But
look, was it a hearse? It was like a hearse or an old, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was
It was
or an
a hearse.
ambulance.
Nope. It was an ambulance.
Oh, fuck, it was an ambulance.
Mm-hmm. Which was the actual question, but fine. I'll give you the points for it.
Look, you don't have to.
My wording was correct with that one.
I'm gonna
Right, but
compromise.
the last one wasn't like what's a Trans Am? You asked for the name of the car. So like I just want you to be consistent.
But this one said, wait.
And say give Gersh half the points. Because I would have said Ecto 1
the same thing
also.
with the Scooby-Doo was the
It said
name
which
of
car
the
was
car,
refurbished.
not the type of car.
Yes. Yes, however, this one said this car was refurbished. It was not asking the name of the car.
Okay.
It was asking
Alright,
which
fine.
car was refurbished.
Fine.
I will give you half the points. Hold, please. I have to do this. There we go.
I want sports for 200 because I'm scared of the car category now.
Yeah, me too.
I'm sorry. First recorded in 1906, what revolutionized the game of football, separating it from rugby? There are two answers here. You could choose, you could give either or.
The field goal? I don't understand. Wait, stop, pause. Explain the question to me.
Well, you've already gotten it wrong.
It's essentially what separates football from rugby. There are two things that were changed in football that make it a different sport from rugby.
I believe one of those is the
offense
forward pass.
and defense.
Gersh got it correct. It is the forward pass or the line of scrimmage.
Got it. Okay. All right, fine.
Initially, the initial question that I found just said forward pass. When I looked into it, it said there were actually two answers, so I included both.
I would like to finish the 80s automobile category for 200, please.
If not out on a surf ski or hanging at the King Kamehameha Club, you would see Magnum driving this awesome car.
Oh, God. I don't remember what kind of car he drives. I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry. What's his name?
Burt
Tom
Reynolds.
Selleck. Mr. Selleck, I'm sorry.
Oh, damn it. You're right. It is
drives.
Tom Selleck. All right. So you and I collectively have totally fucked up all the pop culture on this question.
I don't remember.
I don't either.
Have to pass.
It is a Ferrari.
A Ferrari, of course. Of course. You got to have a Ferrari in Hawaii.
The initial way that question was worded was terrible, and I had to reword it so that it made sense because it didn't.
So even if I get all three questions, I cannot win here. So sports for 100.
What is the only sport to be played on the moon?
Golf.
Correct.
I would like aliens and droids for 200, please.
This fictional species are swarthy humanoids characterized by prideful ruthlessness and brutality and have their own constructed language.
What?
This could be a lot of things.
This is a Gersh question. That is my spoiler. It was a Gersh question.
Okay. I'm going to say the Ferengi from Star Trek.
Incorrect.
Okay.
I'm not going to say anything.
It was Klingons.
The Klingons are not swarthy.
That is what comes up. That is what comes up. Then take it with Google, because I checked this up 3 times.
I will take it up with Google. The fire alarm going off behind me also is taking it up with Google right now. And I'm really glad that this is going to be recorded on the podcast forever, because this is the firehouse that's right behind my house that just does this whenever there's something happening. And it's going to do it again right now. Oh, wow. There we go. That's embarrassing.
There you go.
Oh, all right. So just everybody chill for a second. It's going to do its thing. In like 30 seconds, there's going to be sirens outside. But this is always what precedes the sirens. And I'm glad now this is recorded for posterity.
I think you've actually recorded it and had it on the podcast before.
I think I've cut it out before, but it's not cut and cut out of this. It's staying in this one.
That's fair.
Josh, the last question is yours.
I was Googling swarthy.
That's correct. I looked it up. It does come up. If you type in swarthy and Klingons, it is how they describe it on many different websites.
Of a dark color, complexion, or cast?
I disagree with that description.
This is Wally. Well, I guess we should read the question out loud.
Yeah, this waste-collecting robot leaves Earth when he hitches a ride on a spaceship to save his best friend, Eve. That is correct. It is Wally.
And it's not Eve, it's Evie.
True.
Be that as it may, that brings us to the end of round 2. a much closer game after round 2 than after round 1, which I think speaks to the very good questions here. The final score was 3,100. Now there are sirens outside. 3,100 me to 2,400 Hamcat. A very good game overall. This was a lot of fun. Lucy, thank you for being the master of ceremonies, the quiz master of ceremonies today, and compiling
Happy to do so.
Compiling these 2 game boards for us. JeopardyLabs.com is a very cool site. It could use some, functionality like a rating system and a sorting system, just stuff like that, so we can keep track of these kinds of things.
However,
okay. I don't mind.
However, if you are listening to this or watching this, you could go on and try to find these because they are now public for people to see.
Oh, cool.
So if you'd like to also take the same game, it is just titled General, and the other one is titled Pop Culture. But they were both created today. So if you find it with that date, there you go.
If you work at JeopardyLabs.com and would like to watch Star Trek with Josh, he's down to sit down with you and have a long discussion about what swarthy means.
That is 100% correct. What we should do in the future is name them as Joshcast episodes so that people can find them that way. That'd be cool. Okay, anyway.
That's true.
That's going to do it for today's episode. As a little bit of a teaser for the next few weeks. Next week, we're going to do Josh Ruins a Christmas Movie, which will be similar to our Josh Creates or Ruins Horror Movies episode from a few weeks ago. After that will be our Die Hard rewatch, which I'm very much looking forward to. And then after that will be our 2 episodes, 2020 in review, and then 2021 coming up, like what we're looking forward to. So that's what you have to look forward to between now and the end of the year, and actually the very first week of 2021. That's when that 2021 episode will air. Really
I have also just updated the name. So if you do look up Joshcast or Untitled Joshcast, you can find our quizzes.
Very cool. So if you come across those, let us know, and let us know how you did. Anybody have any final words before we sign off of this episode?
I hate geography.
Okay. Luz?
Nope, this is fun.
Great. I agree. I don't hate geography, but I'm sorry that you do. That makes me sad. Well, we didn't have any math
suck
questions.
at it, but
I hate math more,
I purposely avoided it. I thought it would take too long to do, and I just...
Yeah, that's a tough one.
No.
All right. This was super fun. For everybody that has listened or watched along, thank you for joining us. That's all for us. Until next time.